This is the Rambling Podcast. I'm Ramessa, and welcome back to another episode. Typically, Alexis is the one hosting, but she's somewhere getting her lips done, so I'm here to replace her. Since she told me to talk about anything, we are going to discuss my latest epiphany. Lately, I have been dwelling on the idea of my mortality, and one of the things that has been a huge part of it is my life purpose, or where I see myself in 5 years. When I was little, every adult would ask me, "What do you want to be when you grow up?" My answer would almost always be, "I want to be a doctor," because society made it seem that if you're not a doctor, lawyer, or an engineer, you're going to be a failure and not be able to success. As I reached my senior year of high school, I started panicking because I didn't know what I wanted to do or what college I wanted to apply to. Compared to most of my classmates, I was really behind. One time I was scrolling through TikTok where I saw a girl post a video about taking a gap year, sharing how it was mentally helpful, and it inspired me, so I opened Google and researched more about it. After researching, when all of my friends were away at college in August, I was at home figuring myself out. I didn't start college until January, which for other people might not be beneficial, but for me, it definitely was in many different ways. One way it benefited me was by being able to figure out what I wanted to do for a career. Some days I would be like, I want to be a lawyer because I watched How to Get Away with Murder and Annalise Keating seems so cool, not realizing that you have to take all of these different tests and it's a very demanding career. And my parents were honestly really starting to get tired of me. So, with all of that time off, I gained so much more personal growth. I knew more about my brain in that time off than I did in my earlier teenage years. Another way taking a gap year helped me was through volunteering. Volunteering is a great way to not only meet new people but also gain life skills such as communication and more about ethics, like work ethic. And I don't know about you, but for me personally, meeting new people with different backgrounds and approaches to life taught me to look at things from outside of my own shoes. Lastly, I was able to save so much money, and I know what you're thinking, ooh, job, but no, I would tell my parents I would get a job on Monday. Monday approached, and guess what? I was still in my bed. I'm not that lazy anymore, so I don't know. The way I saved money is by not going to different colleges and wasting money on different courses every semester. With that time off, I gained so much more knowledge on what I wanted to do after grasping that my journalism might be my thing, and it was kind of perfect because when I'm comfortable, I talk a lot. And one of my great qualities is separating my emotions from facts, and we journalize in our everyday. And knowing that, I stayed on the same path, unlike one of my cousins who changed her major every semester and is in who knows how much debt. You can also apply for financial aid, which takes a lot of the burden off, even though you have to repay it later, but it's a great option that's still available. It is important to note that this isn't a typical one size fits all situation and that each decision is based on your own needs, your goals, and aspirations. There is a myth that students lose academic interest, but according to many studies, 90% of students who take a gap year have better grades than those who directly go to college after high school. For some people, gap year can be a waste of time because they may prefer to graduate on time and they might feel behind compared to most of their peers and get FOMO. But guess what? We do not live in the 15th century anymore, and no matter what you decide, college is always an option that will still be standing. And with the time that we live in, there have been so many advancements that you can success in any way. Success does not mean like, being a doctor or whatever. If you're happy, if what you do makes you happy, then that's success. And it doesn't matter who says what about it. So, anyways, do your own research to be efficient and align with your own target. This episode was short, but that is a wrap for today. Until next time, see you later.